everyone, welcome back. It's Jo from Plan to Create. This week I'm going to be doing a plan with me in my Hobonichi Cousin, but what I'm going to do is explain how I colour code. So this is an example of my colour coding in my Cousin. This is this week's. I've been using some sticker kits every couple of weeks, sort of zoom in a little bit there. So this is where we are for this week, and next week we will be doing colour coding. Okay, now I have a little key here which has my bullet points. A couple of these ideas I got from Planner Jules, which is the initial for person specific, which is a good idea. And then I have my colours and what they refer to. Okay, so I separate my week into sections. So I will just mark down where to rule. So I keep it the same each week. Okay, and then I'll just rule that off using a grey mild liner. I'm actually filming at night time, so that's why the lighting's a little different than normal. Okay, so what I have also been doing is I bought new fountain pen ink. I got the Platinum Carbon Black, which once you let it dry, I'll just see if I can find some here. Once you let it dry, you can highlight over it. So, I don't know if you can see that. I'll lift it up. Where are we? There we are. No smudging. But for this plan with me, I'm going to use a ballpoint pen because otherwise we'll be waiting too long for everything to dry. Okay, so then what I normally do, and I know it's the same every time, but just to keep refreshing my mind, I write down all the sections at the side. So I have a to-do section, a housework, a miscellaneous, a notes section, a one for me and my Etsy shop, and then I have one for my son and one for my husband. Okay, and so then what I will do is grab my highlighters and colour code each section. So we've got housework, miscellaneous is purple. Most of these I know I've been trying to use the same colours every week so I get to know what they are. What did I use for notes last time? So it's orange. Now normally orange is for important, but just for it to stand out, I just put little like highlights in. You know, it might be what I had for dinner or, you know, anything like that. So, and then my colour is pink. And then I've got William, and I've got Travis. Now the way that I do this is I go through, plan each day, and as I tick things off, that's when I highlight. So anything that's not highlighted by the end of the week, I know that I didn't do on that particular day. So either it needs to be moved forward or it just needs to be crossed off. So I've got a couple of things, well, mainly one that I need to move forward, plus my happy mail. Now, normally when you plan, you check your monthly for any excuse me, anything exciting that's going on, but no, everything has been cancelled so far this month. So okay, the first thing we will mark down is for William. He is homeschooling for the whole week, and my husband's just been on leave, so I'll mark that he's back to work. Okay, so I'll give that a second. Okay, another thing that I have to put down is my happy mail. Now, because obviously that's for me, I just mark it off in my colour. I'll just pop in what I'm waiting on. What we're waiting on at the moment, I've got a couple of orders that have been from the middle of March that are still sitting in the US, so have to patiently wait for those. Okay, hopefully this will be dry enough now. So because he's homeschooling for the whole week, I am just going to mark that off and highlight that he's back at work. And then if he's working at another location, I will pop it down the bottom. Okay, so there are some things that I do on certain days, so I'll mark those in. First things first, Monday morning is coffee, of course. Okay, Tuesdays is bin day, so put bins out. Wednesdays is washing. Thursdays is, I'll call it design time, just work on my shop. Fridays is filming, so that will go under me as well. Saturdays again is washing, and we'll put another coffee down on Sunday. Okay, so that's what I would start with, and then as each day goes, you know, Monday morning I get my coffee sometime during the day, because I will refer to this a number of times. I just cross it off once it's done. So now I had a couple of things I needed to carry over. Pop that in there, and then I'll put in a few items in for Monday. So we've got homeschooling, I have to do the groceries, dishwasher, and then anything else I'll pop in as the day goes on. This is the second week of homeschooling. The first week he only had 2 days, and I think the format will change this week, so I'll have to wait for information on that. And yeah, so I'll leave it at that. As I said, I'll go through each day, and once things are completed, then they get highlighted. Another way I could do it is not have my sections, either just use, get a bit of scrap paper here, and either leave the columns as they are, and instead of, for my signifiers, I could put a colour and then the box in there, washing, and then once that's done, cross it off. So I could do that, but I like it this way. I've got everything in sections, so I know what needs to be done in what part of my life each day, and then it's easy to see, you know, at the end of the day, once everything is highlighted off, what's left over, and yeah, you go from there. So I hope that was sort of, you could understand my babble, but that's how I colour code in my Hobonichi. Okay, thank you very much for stopping by once again. I really appreciate it. Love it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye.